Hey man, what's up, party people? It's your boys, E Glaze, and that guy right there, Maceo Hurd. Hey, Hurd, check this out, man. You get me in that gear, man, from the day, baby. You got me some of that.
I didn't, but I did throw you under the bus. But it's all love though, because everybody miss you.
See how you do me, man. See how you do me.
From East Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead, dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, E-Glade, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long runs, athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the boss. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
Man, y'all heard the man. It's black owned in the building, so that means we must be in the building. It's your boys, the
We
Crush.
must be up, baby. We must be up, baby.
Yeah, man. I know, man. Make sure be working out. He worked so much. He had to put the hoodie on y'all. He had the hoodie on.
Yeah. You lucky ain't got the push on. Lucky ain't got the push on. It's that time of year. It's that time of year.
It's poo shiesty, man. I gotta go get you know how you go in the closet and make sure you got your everything still good, still keep you warm. Man, I gotta go check all that out, man. Got a little nippy out there.
It's nippy, dog. But I got to find the trap coat. I had to pull all the scullies out. Yeah, it's that time, dog. It's that time. You gotta warm up the car about 7 minutes for you to pull off. You can't just snatch the thing in gear and go, people. That's not good. Don't do that. It's not good.
I mean, I know we got a lot to cover today, bro. So, man, there's so much going on out there in these streets. What you got for me today, Hurd?
Well, we're gonna start with this, Emmanuel Glaze. The in-season tournament is here. We're down to the final four. Your thoughts on the success of the inaugural in-season tournament?
It did something they couldn't figure out for a while. It's amazing what a $500,000 do for you, boy. It make you want to play a little harder, man. $500,000. And somebody made a great post. I gotta give a shout out. I don't know who a TikToker did this. Yeah, the LeBrons they don't really need the money. But that 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th player,
Yeah.
$500,000 can do them a look good if you can win that money. So hey, I think it was good, man. Like you say, we would go into there and you would see players playing the whole game hard, like putting in an extra effort trying to win them games. And if you didn't have a good team that night, you would get blowed out because they were trying to put up 170 points a night to get that
off the flow.
But yeah, man, hey, I think it's good. We're gonna see how it goes. The Final Four is actually pretty interesting to see Indiana in the Final Four.
Yeah. My new favorite team, Indiana.
And then you see Milwaukee play Indiana, then the Lakers play New Orleans. So Zion, hey man, Zion might need some he might have some restitution checks he gotta pay. He got some things he gotta pay up to keep some people quiet. But yeah, man, I think it's been pretty good, man. I know I ain't gonna lie. I had put in our name for Vegas, make sure, because I thought the Hawks might have a chance. I put our name out there. You know, if you didn't have if the way it went, if your team didn't have a chance, most media did good out there. So that's what I'm missing, man. I was missing that. I was missing that. Yeah. I was missing that. What about you, man? What's your thoughts?
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Once I kind of came to understand it, the knockout rounds, and now we playing this tournament. The biggest part of it is everybody is engaged with the NBA early, where we've always kind of been like, everybody always feel like, start of the NBA season is Christmas. That's when we start paying attention. Football season slowing down, and then really a lot of people, Super Bowl, they start, I always talk to a lot of people like, after the All-Star break, then I lock in the NBA. But this has been very intriguing. I mean, think about this Indiana team. They've been on full display, and a lot of people who didn't really, know a lot about the Pacers, they see that this is a fun, athletic team. They can put up crazy points. They're going to be a fun watch as we move outside of this in-season tournament. I got them winning it. Be honest with you, I think Indiana can win the thing.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The only time I heard of Tyrese Halliburton was when I play him on I got the little game on NBA 2K. I didn't know he was what kind of player he was. I just saw on 2K they gave him a little love. I'm like, all right, this Halliburton kid. Now I'm like, okay, nice. Tyrese Halliburton, right?
Yeah,
maybe
nice,
looking. made me look at them a little differently. So it's been interesting. It's been interesting to see. Who you think win it all? I think you already gave me your choice.
Yeah, I got Indiana. I'm right. I've been riding the Indiana train. I ain't gonna get off it. Indiana Pacers for the win.
Yeah, I think they call you Pooh Shiesty. That's funny.
Yeah. That's why I walk around with the poo on.
Okay. I don't know, man. I think it may be LeBron, and they might give I don't know. We'll see. I just want to see who win. I would like to see New Orleans or Indiana win it. To be honest with you, fresh new blood, so we can see what's going on. I like seeing different teams. We cover them, so we see different teams every year. But it's good to see somebody else win something, man. Let's get it out there, boy. Corey got the Pelicans. Hey, man, I like to see the young team get that thing in there and win it. I like to see the Indianas and all that. So it's good to see. It's good to see. And also gives make sure they might not win it all, but it'd be good for some team to get, like we said before, some exposure that we normally wouldn't get. So now you get some young kids like, man, look, man, you can win $500,000 before Christmas. How about that? If you play right, we play right as a team, we can win $500,000 before Christmas.
Think about it.
We're gonna keep it like that, man. Basically, I want to ask you this, man. We're gonna go into a little college football. We'll get into the big, not that college football, but we talk about. We have been talking about this all year. We've been talking about it since 2015 when we started. If FAMU ever came to Atlanta for the Celebration Bowl, it was gonna be super, super, super lit. Not only did FAMU make it, but another powerhouse school, Howard, who called themselves the real HU, coming as well. Talk about that press conference today. Make sure you attended, and some of the energy that is coming to Atlanta next Saturday.
You could just feel the difference. Having Howard, that's the Black Mecca, and you have FAMU. Come on, man.
That's my friends went to FAMU. Look like.
And what's crazy, it's been so long since FAM has been to Atlanta for anything. Coach Willie Simmons, he called this Tallahassee North because of the number of FAMU alumni here. But Howard alumni base ain't shabby either. But what you have in both schools, both ADs, both coaches, they just talked about the excellence of their universities. And funny note that was brought up today, Florida A&M, they're hosting the Florida State Championships on their campus.
Oh, wow.
So imagine how dope that is to have all of the best high schools at Bragg Stadium down in Tallahassee for state championship. I mean, they could have played at Florida State. They could have played at Central Florida. I mean, they could play anywhere, but it's at FAMU. So the energy, and Sam Crenshaw, shout out to Sam Crenshaw, who was the MC, and he talked about the energy, like, having fresh blood. They kind of forced Dion down our throat the last 2 years. Yeah. But to see the Howard helmet, to see the FAMU helmet, to know that we're gonna have the orange and green, we're gonna have the blue and white. It was brought up that Howard is a Jordan school, FAM is a LeBron school. So Larry Scott, head coach for Howard, he has some off-white ones on. I mean, he was killing them, and the whole staff. Oh my God, the whole Howard staff had on J's, and then of course I had J's on too, so it kind of looked like I was with them. You know what I'm saying? But it was just crazy. To next Saturday, it's gonna feel like a true Black Super Bowl.
Yeah,
because you got like in the tickets. Listen, the tickets. I mean, if you're not in there, find a party or find something near the stadium, because I think for the first time in a long time in this game, because even when Jackson State was here, it was really more about Dion.
Yeah,
when you really think about it. But the pageantry that both of these schools do, I can't wait, dog. I can't wait. I can't wait.
We are back to talk about the schools again. No offense to Jackson State or to Dion, he did what he did. But this year it's about FAMU and Howard. We know Willie Simmons. He's been coaching for a minute and all that. But for this is what, and I'm gonna mention the playoffs a little bit right here. With the emergence of college football D1 playoffs, this is one of the only bowls that really, really matter outside of that because of what it
No
means.
doubt. For what's
Cause,
on the line.
Yeah, because the other bowls are just, hey, we're going to a bowl. This here, this here means something. So it's going to mean something. And I think they got the big band competition at Thursday. So for 3 days, this is the reason also, y'all, the high school championships in Georgia are on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yes.
Because of the Celebration Bowl. But I think, man, I like I said, you brought up a good point. Nothing against Jackson State. It was fun, but it was all about the Sanders, Deion, Shiloh, and Shedeur. Now it's about FAMU. It's about Black college experience. It's about everything that I think this is what you see. I like when it's different teams. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No doubt.
From the MEAC, I've seen South Carolina State when A&T was there, Central, and all that. Now I get to see Howard for the first time. So every year I'm kind of like, I love the different school because now we get to support them and applaud them for what they're doing. So I'm actually super hyped to see this big thing come out next year, man. I think it's not next year, but next Saturday. So anybody, I'm telling you, band's gonna be lit. It's a weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This whole weekend. Black college experience. Shout out to our girl Keisha. I'm taking your phrase. The Black college experience is going to be off the roof. And if you're from HBCU, even if you're not from HBCU, hit that. Yeah. If you want to watch some good footballs and just a good support, the key to my black school don't support. Okay, show up Saturday.
Yeah, but that's so crazy. It's easy to say that when you don't go to the events.
Yeah,
and I always say this, like, a lot of people who support, especially when you didn't go to one of these Power 5 schools and you just vehemently support them. It's just, like, and for the most part, you can't even get in them schools. Them schools don't want you.
Yeah.
HBCUs has just always been like, that's home. It's truly home. And even if you're at FAM, the Florida State kids are always on FAM campus. If you just ever been on an HBUK, if you ever been to an HBCU homecoming, regardless of the homecoming, there's nothing like it. So, I think Saturday is going to be so special.
Yeah.
I think Saturday is going to be so special that we're going to have to kind of just really put it in a box and just like take it all in and be like, this is a feel.
Yeah. Shout out to Horace and Lorraine and all y'all who joining us. Horace bring up a good point, make sure. If you got a kid who don't feel like they get love, but love the game of football, thinks college is all about Power 5 because that's all they talk about. This would be the weekend to bring them to see the power of an HBCU. Just bring them to the game and let them feel it like a younger kid. If they don't feel it, this is it. The Celebration Bowl for years have been there because we've been able to see it. But I think, let's not sugarcoat it. Howard, FAMU, they're two of the most known HBCUs in the world right now. And to bring them their energy, because I swear every other person I met that know us, they from FAMU. I'm like, hey, I went to FAMU. Like, man, how did our former mayor? She went to FAMU.
It's so many, and it's crazy. Two of my best recruiting trips were FAM and Howard.
Okay.
So it was just so crazy to kind of just be sitting in that, because I was like, I really like Terry Davis. Shout out to Coach Davis. Coach Davis, he posted, he replied to my picture with the FAM. And that's one reason I took the picture with the FAMU helmet, because Coach Davis, he preached FAMU every day we were in high school. And he took us on our recruiting trip to FAM. Man, it's just a special place. And you just see it. Just the alumni base.
Yeah.
It just speaks volumes. It's crazy.
Ridiculous, man. I can't wait. I think we're hoping to be one of 3 for us to cover. We'll tune you in on the other 2 once we get it. But our first bowl game, like every year, our first bowl game is the Celebration Bowl.
Always.
And we'll be there and always there to cover it. So we're excited. Shout out to Corey and my family, and the cricket and all that good stuff. So we're going to see out there, man. We're going to be potting around, man. We're going to be potting around. What you got for us, Mace?
So, Emmanuel Glaze, if you ever have any doubts about how much money the NFL brings in, an ex-NFL,
Sorry about that, Mace. Sorry about that, Corey.
Cricket Wireless. You got to put that in there. Please put that in there.
Cricket Wireless.
An ex-Jacksonville Jaguar employee over a 5-year period embezzled $22 million from the team Glaze, penthouses, private jets, Teslas, gambling. Emmanuel Glaze, how does it take 5 years to catch a guy doing this?
He must have been in the accounting department, smudging the money to the side or stuff. Make sure. I know when I moved 22 cents. How you don't even remember if you lost 22 million? How you just let that go through the books? 22,000, you might be like, hey, they ain't got no. That should have been something in, like, you know how all these computers,
Right,
something
right.
a red flag or alert.
Right.
Should have been an alert somewhere saying, hey, the math ain't mathing. And for you to take 5 years, so you were losing $4 million a year, make sure 4 point something a year, and wasn't even noticing. Like, and he up there living good. He living a good life. Sound like Kanye. This is the good life. He said, "I'm living the good life." It's too much money in Jacksonville. That's the Khan's money. You know, Khan. It looks like, and I don't know. I can't be there. I'm a wrestling nerd, guys, because you know Tony owns AEW, another wrestling firm, another company that started 5 years ago. So I'm sure there was a lot of money flowing through and going other way that wasn't being not doing that. But hey, make sure how much money would it take you to realize you done lost some? Like you be like
$17. $17. Yeah. $17. I'm on one. I'm on one. Like, bro. What my lunch money? Come on, run that back. Boy, stop. 22 million?
And you got a whole accounting firm. You can't have one accountant. You got accountants looking over the books.
Bro, this blew my mind. But it shows you how much money these organizations are making.
Oh, man.
No, I mean, like, no, to let this go on for that many years, for somebody was like, wait a minute, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Hey, look at the paperwork.
Some over there like,
hey, wait a minute. We ain't order that. We ain't got that. Oh, man. That whole department, call all them down here right now. Everybody all y'all going to jail. Somebody talk right now. Talk.
You know what my conference room will look like? Nino Brown. I walk in with a dog and a chain around my neck, like, somebody lost 22 million. Maybe with G Money.
Yeah.
Maybe with you. I'm walking around with a chain. I'm ready to get somebody. Said he had a gambling addiction, said Lorraine. You know what? $22 million that's not an addiction.
Listen, when it ain't your money, hell yeah, you got an addiction. No, imagine if somebody just let you spend their money. Oh yeah, man, keep gambling. No, this dude out here ordering G5s, dog.
He losing money, jumping on a private jet, coming back to work the next day and trying to figure out how to get more money. Man, he had that thing. And here's the thing I always say about greedy people. When you got rid of the first 4 million, you could have been like, I got away with 4 million. Nah, bro. He was like, ain't nobody caught me yet. Let me do it again. Oh, ain't nobody caught me yet. Let me do it again. Well, he kept getting greedy. He kept being greedy.
So I think the statute of limitations is up on this. It kind of reminds me of the Six Flags days.
I knew them Six Flag days were coming up.
No, this made me just think about Six Flag Day because it's just like, yeah, you know, I get it back. They go blow that. I get it back. Oh, just get bigger. But that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna talk about that anymore. We're not gonna talk about that.
Like you say, though, Michelle, what made him think? How much was he putting down to say I'm gonna get that 5 million back? I'm gonna get that 10 million back. What was he kept saying? What was he think we're gonna hit that parlay? He thought he was gonna hit it strong.
Well, as the resident gambler on this page, when you start chasing, and like I said, you gotta think, this not his money. So say he put down $100,000 bet and lose. He like, oh shit, I ain't gonna get 100,000 back tomorrow because he probably wasn't always losing. So it's some nights he hit big. So but that's the thing about gambling. It's the high and the chase. And because he had at the time unlimited access to these funds, he was just sitting there like, oh, let me put down, let me play 100-team parlay. Let me like, no, he probably going all in.
And you know he went by himself. He probably had all kind of people betting stuff and doing stuff for him during that time.
And you know what's sad, Glade? And I hate to say this, there probably some girls he was dealing with who got jealous and they bought him down because he was doing too much.
You said the thing I said. Somebody snitched.
Somebody snitched. Somebody
gave him up.
Somebody gave him up. That G5, and they were like,
gave him up. Oh, I can't go.
Oh, they went to the Cayman Islands without me.
Oh. Hey, you know what they did, Mace? They walked. Yep.
Hey, I don't mean to. You know, hey, it's little buddy, him, with the Tesla, investigating.
Check books, check his books, check his numbers. It was him. Check his numbers.
Crazy.
He did something. He did something.
This story blew my mind, dog. $22
million. Man, Joe, can I just jump on to something else that kind of upsets me, man? Because I don't like people who are taking away old school football. So the tush push is probably done next year, right? It's So I had a question. So I saw Alabama, Georgia. Y'all saw the SEC championship. They try to do the tush push. Make sure it don't work for everybody. Some people it just don't work for. So make sure. Why do we? You know what they should? You know what? Damn it! You know what they should outlaw? Shotguns at the 1 yard line. Damn it! I'm down for shotguns at the 1 yard line. Should be a penalty flag for dumb coaching. So if you're gonna take away the tush push, take away shotguns from the 1 yard line. Make sure if I see that one more time, man, I almost want to watch football no more.
Don't watch football tonight, then. Don't watch football tonight because they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Please explain to me before we get it. I just gotta ask this question because it was on my paper. What's the advantage of going shotgun at the 1 yard line? Can you help me out, dog?
There's no advantage, Emmanuel Glaze, because you're 5 yards back from the goal line. Geometry, physics, algebra, remedial math, it don't math. I mean, it just don't math. I mean, you got to gain 7 yards to gain 1 yard. It don't make no sense when you can just get under center and your quarterback sneak 4 times. I mean, if we can't get a foot with all them bodies up front, we just can't get an inch. We want to start to play football. But here, I can't stress this enough. Y'all keep labeling all of these people geniuses. And in their genius, they're outsmarting themselves because they so you know how sometimes they say, man, he's so smart, he dumb.
Yeah.
And that's what you're watching. I mean, we would always have an automatic call like, bro, don't even look over here. When we first and goal, bro, it's either dive, lead, or more like a quarterback sneak. The first 2 down quarterback sneak. Don't even look over here. Get your butt, run to the line, and it's first count, it's first sound. We get in there.
That's it. First sound. Yo, if you've got 5 linemen that don't know how to go straight, I can't get it, make sure.
Yeah. Look, everybody get low, lay on top of people if you got to. And I would tell my quarterback, hey, a lot of times go 1 hole over because it's clogged up right there. Yeah. Go 1 hole over. Yeah. Fall instead of 2 hole or the 1 hole, fall in the 4 or the 3. Because that's probably ain't probably nobody there because everybody think you're going A gap. Just jump over 1.
And a lot of these quarterbacks are 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". You saw not Justin Fields, Sunshine at Jacksonville.
Yeah, he just jumped,
reached the ball over
the plane and brought the ball back.
Threw it to the referee. I'm like,
now I'm 6'5". On the 1 yard line. Dog, if I get my wrist over there, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, just hold on the ball tight. Get it through. Let's hold on. Let's go. I just saw this, make sure. And you know how the problem is, make sure when you're in practice, you remember this. When you practice in front of nobody, no defense. The play look sweet when they running and nobody.
Against Al.
That's sweet right there.
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody in front of you. You like, ooh, that's so sweet.
Ain't no resistance. The fake look crispy.
Coach, I see that. I see,
Coach. The flat look good because ain't nobody. I ain't got to worry about nothing on the backside. Oh yeah,
clap
that
it up,
look good.
clap it up,
Yeah, that
clap
look
it
good.
up. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody in
Hey,
front of you.
Like, you be looking at the play sheet, be like, oh yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Put that in. Yeah, we running that.
And if you're on the other side, it's like, what we running, man? Why we in shotgun?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Why we in,
no.
you know how you be on the phone, be on the call and you hear the offense going back and forth. You like, they about to run. What? Shotgun, sweep left, reverse at the one. Run.
Hey, just run down there and snap Coach hip, sit out. Man, what y'all doing?
Time out, coach. Time out. This ain't gonna work, coach. This ain't gonna work. We're gonna lose 7 yards, coach.
Coach, what we
gonna lose 7 yards?
Really, Coach, really, what we doing?
Coach,
that what you think was hot in these streets, Coach? Man, we don't want to win, Coach. You don't want.
We're gonna lose 7 yards, coach. We're gonna lose 7 yards. I tell you, what you got for me, dog?
So, Emmanuel Glade, what's tonight's game? The Steelers and the Patriots. As each week passes by, it looks like we're seeing the end of the Bill Belichick era in New England. My question for you, Emmanuel Glaze, what will you remember Bill Belichick for the most?
Making a decision to go with Brady after losing Drew Bledsoe. That was probably his most important decision he's ever made. When he sat at that podium after Drew Bledsoe got his chest caved in by Mo Lewis and said, our quarterback is Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That was his biggest thing I will always remember about Belichick, because a lot of people like, yo, Tom was a 6th round pick. Why are you going with him?
Ooh, and you just gave Bledsoe $100 million. Bledsoe
got Bledsoe as your QB. What are you talking about? Tom Brady, he didn't even play good at Michigan.
Yeah.
He went with him. One of the best moves and a toughest move a coach can make. And he had that. I think that last time we saw Bill Belichick cry because he had tears in his eye when he said it.
Yeah.
That move by Belichick solidified probably his legacy as one of the greatest coaches. Because sometimes it just take one move, make sure it just take one move. Kind of like Indianapolis when they decided to take Peyton Manning instead of Ryan Leaf. They changed the franchise forever.
And they had to talk them out of taking Ryan Leaf.
It takes that one move, Maceo.
Yeah.
That could change the franchise. And that Bill Belichick, everybody talk all the toughness, the sweater. Nah, man. When he sat at that podium and said, Tom Brady is my quarterback. Because before then, Maceo, he had a bad run at Cleveland as a coach.
Yeah.
The Patriots are okay, but he wasn't that guy at that point because Drew Bledsoe was running the team. But when he said, Tom Brady is my quarterback, history changing, and that was the biggest difference in his career. What about you?
For me, it's just model of consistency, because he's been able to coach one team for that long.
Yeah.
And weather all of the storms, whether it was Deflategate, the filming of the Rams practice, Red just talk about the Aaron Hernandez thing. He was always the same. And I remember when we were able to cover the Super Bowl and being with him those 2 days, he was just always the same way. And he is really, truly a football guy. He's an old school football guy. He don't want to talk about nothing but football. Yeah. So for me, in a time where coaches want to become celebrities and all of these type things, he was just all about football. And listen, wasn't always pretty. Like it's, I say this all the time. You win so much sometimes that people eventually gonna hate you. And now the way the end of this thing is playing out now, I mean, they were so good for so long that it almost had to end like this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's probably the only way you would ever get him out of New England.
Let me ask you this, Mason, on that point. Did he never have to, or did he never catch up with the times as far as post Brady? That's why they looking. He didn't look like, to me, he had shifted with today's times.
Yeah.
He didn't draft the same. He didn't draft right. It's like he was always on cruise control to where he never saw post Brady, or he probably thought he was doing certain things a certain way that he never looked and said, I might have to change it a little bit. I need to talk to somebody. Maybe look at players we're drafting a little different. Maybe change up our style a little bit.
Right.
Because, he was always able to accommodate, like you said, assistant coaches leaving, going to be head coaches. He was always able to just shift. When everything started leaving,
right,
like he couldn't adapt to the new times in the new way. What are your thoughts about him adapting in his older age and the newer time?
So that's a very astute point you have there, Emmanuel Glaze, because you've done something this way so long, and the thing with him, he was always able to groom his guys, and they kind of come back, and he just had this system. But like say, as guys start leaving, going to get head coaching jobs, moving on, doing different things, I think he always kind of looked at it and felt, listen, it's me.
Yeah.
It's me. Because if people remember, he was ready to move on from Brady.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Falcons, I mean, I know y'all hate to hear this all the time. And you and I, pretty much everybody was telling us this. Had the Patriots lost that Super Bowl to the Falcons, he was gonna blow it up. Because he was ready to make Garoppolo his quarterback, and he was ready to move into just this new era. Yeah. But that thing happened, and I mean, and it's the way it happened, where it was like, I mean, we can never get rid of Brady. It just came to a point where it was like, look, you and I don't get along. Yeah, I've been wanting to get rid of you, and he never adjusted, and which also brings the question of, hey, if he move on from Brady and Garoppolo, who was, had looked pretty good
at that time,
I mean, does Garoppolo stayed? We might not even see this Garoppolo that we're seeing today. I mean, it's all, it's the crazy what else, because again, the thing that Belichick was always great for, he knew when to get rid of people before they went over the hill. He moved on from you fast. 2 years early versus 2 years too late, and that was like his strength. But Tom Brady handcuffed the organization, Robert Kraft, and like I say now, Robert Kraft looking like, dog, I mean, this ain't fun no more.
No,
this ain't fun. We ain't winning. This ain't fun.
Let me go get my $6 billion sale on right now, because this sucks. I'm old right now. And
Erica just can't let that table go from COVID.
That table was ugly though, man. So it was.
The table was ugly, but I'm gonna contend that he just didn't want y'all to see his house. Man, this man got a yacht. Y'all think this man worried about that damn table? He got a yacht.
He could have bought a desk or something. God damn.
Like, he probably don't even go in that room. That's probably the only room he was gonna allow them to go in. That table probably belonged to his goofy son, who over there, I think he's a defensive coordinator.
That's the cocky part, and I gotta agree with everybody. His arrogance, man. He just so. I'm gonna bring my son on. His son look like he ain't played pee-wee football, but he coaching. He on the New England Patriots staff coaching. God dang.
I knew somebody couldn't go the whole time without bringing up Robert Kraft when he got a massage. I knew they could.
Yeah, you think Bill was there too? You think he was there?
Nah, Bill wasn't there, man. Bill not going to Orchids of Asia.
Yeah,
no, the man got a yacht, man. He go get
they come to him.
Y'all see them young things Bill been running around here with, man?
Yeah,
Bill out here dating supermodels, man. Y'all get out of here. Get out
Bill, 70 years old with 20-some year old. He about to be like with P. Diddy. Anyway, let me keep going, man.
Yes.
Oh, your turn, man. My bad. What's up, man? What you got for me?
Oh, yes. So Emmanuel Glaze, I just asked you, but no, I'm going to ask you another question then.
Okay.
The whole debacle in New York City with the Jets. So report comes out that Zach Wilson, hey, I don't want to go back in and play. Aaron Rodgers, who can't stop talking. I wish y'all stop putting the microphone in his face. He like, this not how winning organizations do this. Emmanuel Glaze, who is the rat in New York that continues to leak all of this information to the press?
Probably Woody Johnson. I don't trust him. Woody been, hey, man, that Jets dude, hey, he been questionable for years, man. But this team has one of the best defenses in pro football. You could find somebody should be there working together to say, hey, man, let's slow the offense down. look, Falcons are 6-6 right now, but guess what? They slowly got a defense that can help them win some games. So if I'm the Jets, look, let's figure something. Short passes, we got some talent, but Erica probably done called it out because you said it too in your opening question. Aaron Rodgers talk too damn much, man. That dude, that get on my nerve. Hit 38, 39, 40-year-old butt. Talk way too much.
I'm sick
Talk
of
way
it,
too
dog.
much trash. He always on that Pat McAfee show talking trash.
I am sick of this dude.
Shut up, Aaron. Just shut up, man.
Sick of him.
Just shut up. We know you don't take Pfizer. You don't take medicines. That's why your Achilles tore up, because you don't take medicine. Now you're trying to come back. Aaron, just shut up, man. We don't care. Your days are gone, Aaron. I don't care how great that arm is. You ain't slinging it no more. You're on the sideline looking like this, and that you trying to come back early for what? What do you come back for? Just out. They might just tell it. They might get ready for next year.
No, he's such an attention whore.
On the practice field throwing like he ready. What doing?
Then practice the next day. He practiced that one day for optics, and then man, and I'm
all the camera like,
oh. I think he is the one who's going around telling, just drop, because I mean they keep the camera on him, so him and Zach Wills probably have an old petty conversation as Bull and the other boy was in the game, and then he probably running around there. Think about this. Nathaniel Hackett only got that job because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Now Nathaniel Hackett out there stinking up the offense. So it's almost like if Aaron comes back next year, it's like he gonna have total autonomy. Like this was like one of the worst decisions ever, and this is why you don't give players this kind of power. Like you just can't,
because especially, I'm gonna say this too, especially a 40-year-old quarterback. What are you expecting him to do? Come in, give you one, maybe two, a bad spades hands of years, and he gonna turn. You ain't winning a Super Bowl that quick.
This team won Super Bowl with him.
This team went on the edge or the verge of winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
This team was, this team went on the verge of winning a Super Bowl. What Aaron gonna do? Make him a Super Bowl team in 1 year? That don't work that way, bro. It don't work that way, man. I looked at that team. Were they Sunday night or one night? It was a night game they had recently, right?
The week before last,
Week before last, I was looking at the team. I was like, man, they got a defense. They got linemen. They just need to score 14 to 17 points a game. They got a shot. And
that's it.
He couldn't do it, man. They can't do it. Shout out to Corey letting us know, yeah, man, your pace is looking real good. 122 to 116 with about 30-something seconds.
Them Pacers legit, dog. Pacers legit.
Hey, man, I want to ask you this, dog. We might well get into it, but I want to ask you from a different angle. Everybody talked about it for a whole week now, about the SEC and all of that stuff. My only question to you, and I am some type of a conspiracy theorist sometimes. Did this playoff, the way it happened this year, help next year's playoff and getting people ready and excited for a ton? And what I'm saying is, by your team not getting in or certain teams not getting in, now we got this 12 teams playoff next year. Everybody's going to be excited. Give me your thoughts about this year setting up for next year. I always think the NCAA got always a 3 to 5 year plan. What are your thoughts about that?
So I'm gonna take this angle because I always said we trip about the 4. We're gonna really trip about the 12. Yeah. And we're gonna trip about the 12 because hate it or love it, there's gonna be 5 to 6 SEC schools that are gonna get in every year.
I think it'll be like 4 or 5 this year. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get Michigan and Ohio State who are gonna get in every year.
Big Ten, no doubt. No doubt.
If Notre Dame has a good season, Notre Dame is gonna get in. So we're really only gonna be fighting for like 3 to 4 spots. So, so they're gonna try to tell you, okay, 5 power conferences, 5 automatic bids. Okay, those 5 in. Yeah. Now those 7 spots
actually they're going to 4 next year. Remember, they lose the Pac-12.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, so those 4 in.
Yep.
So now you got 8 spots.
Yep.
Well, at least 3 of those spots are going to go to the SEC because you're gonna say, well, your best team in your conference can't even beat the 5th best team in the SEC.
Yeah.
And once again, when we talk about following the money, the biggest TV deals in college football are the SEC and the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Followed by Notre Dame.
You see what ESPN paying for to get the SEC from CBS? It's big money.
Dog,
Real big money.
They had to give them folks dog, if you always follow the money, you'll never be disappointed. Because it's right. I always say this. They playing right in your face. I mean, it's right in your face. But because everybody gets so emotional and they want to think it's this way, it's not that way. It's the other way. And it's always one of these things where, like, for so long, I had a guy I was talking to this week where, man, dudes don't be getting no bag, man. These guys ain't never got no bag, man. Oh, that's a rumor. Okay.
No.
Okay. And you're saying that to me, who my first job in the business was a runner. So I walked around with the backpack, the duffel bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did that. So again, we all have this view of what it is.
Yeah.
And it's not that way. And then the funny part about it too, Clay, and I think you and I talked about this once upon a time, and it rubbed people the wrong way a little bit, but it's just the truth. When you watch these TV shows during the day, it's scripted.
Oh yeah.
They like, hey, this is gonna be your point, this is gonna be your point, and we're gonna argue the point. So a lot of times when y'all think, oh my God, he said this and that, all of these guys have writers. They get a whole script. Hey, we're gonna talk about that. That's why I'm always telling y'all, turn your TV off. Because they're telling you, but a lot of time that's not their point of view. Now, if you really want to know a lot of these guys' point of view, follow them on Twitter, follow them on Instagram, because now they might shoot off something, but they still have to keep it within the confines because they are contracted under their jobs. So, all of it is, you just have to be careful of where you get the information from, because the information that the quote unquote big boys are giving you, somebody giving that to them. So just always be careful when y'all tag up those posts. Be careful.
And I agree with you also, man, when you say SEC, because now you're adding Texas and Oklahoma. So you're also adding another power school. Like this year, the SEC would have probably had, if this format, Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Missouri. Those would have been 4 teams in this playoff this year. They was already top 12 going in here. Next year you have a Texas coming in and Oklahoma who aren't doing that well now, but you add that on. And I'm sorry, ACC, you probably would have just got Florida State and that's it. Maybe Clemson. But that's the thing that we got to look at. There's not going to be, it's going to be the same way. Yes, there's just more teams. You can be like, I can't believe SEC got 4 or 5 teams in the 12, man. They telling you right now. That's why when I saw this and I saw Sankey, I was like, oh, Sankey telling y'all, we're in.
Bro.
SEC commissioner was like, I ain't even worried about us getting into the playoff.
He's the most powerful man in college football.
He was like, we getting in. One of us, y'all better hope we don't get 2 in. But we getting 1 in at least.
Y'all lucky I don't match the gas and make them put 2 in. Y'all lucky.
He was so confident. He was like, I'm going on every show. I'm going to give everybody a warning just in case the committee don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody, we represent it.
SEC in.
Oh, you want to make it, and you want me to blow up your whole thing? Make us a number 4 seed against Michigan. Yeah. We'll do that. Let us go against Michigan.
And you keep talking about, you talked about Texas and Oklahoma. Why did they join the SEC? Why did they leave the Big 12 and join the SEC?
Yeah.
Money.
And Big 12, I mean, shout out to but it's going to be 12 teams, and a lot of them going to be SEC. 1/4 of the 12 will be SEC. Now, I know y'all saying, well, that's every conference should get 4 to SEC might get 6 in the thing next year, make sure they might get 5. You don't know. Yeah, yeah, right. Oklahoma and Texas would have been in this year if they was a 12. So that's 2 more future SEC teams in.
Dude, we're gonna sit here and that's why I kept telling everybody, like, if y'all hated the 4, you gonna hate the 12. Like y'all gonna really hate the 12. I can't wait for y'all to hate it. I can't wait for y'all to hate it because I'm gonna be like, this what y'all asked for. It's like everything else y'all whine, bitch, and complain for.
Say it to them, make sure tell them, make sure.
Yeah, all the use. You MFers. Oh man, worried about the kids. Oh my God, if the coach can leave, the kids can leave. Give you the transfer portal. Now all the use, man, the transfer portal suck. I can't believe it. But this what y'all did. Y'all did this.
Pay kids money. Well, they leaving to get paid now. They getting their money. Hey.
Man. What the year UConn made that run? They called themselves the Hungry Huskies. They saying, man, we ain't even got money to go get no. I can't take my girlfriend out for pizza.
Yeah.
Now you turn around. I post a picture of Jalen Milroe showing up to the SEC championship game, and then everybody. How he got a $3,700 Gucci bag? I say, well, hell, if you tripping about the bag he carry, hell, he got the 3-piece luggage to go with it. This what y'all did.
All I remember is
that's what y'all did.
When Shedeur came to the, I know his daddy got money, but when he came with that chain on, I knew then. I say, this college football got money. College football got major money. So, yeah, man. What you got, man? What's going on, man?
Man, glad want to go back to the NFL real quick. The San Francisco 49ers, they go to Philadelphia and they just slap them folks around. My question for you, are the San Francisco 49ers the team to beat? Does the NFC go through the Bay Area?
You know 2 teams I don't understand, Maceo? The 49ers and the Cowboys. I don't understand them. Some weeks they look like they can beat the tar. You can't even. They go out and slap people, and then there'd be 3 or 4 games. You'd be like, "What is this team?" The San Francisco complete, Maceo. They got running, they got defense. They should do this every week. I'm surprised they ain't like 14-1 or 12-0 right now because they got it. Then some games, Maceo, you look like this team don't look that good. What is going on? Christian McCaffrey. Oh my God, I don't think he's a cheat code. As long as he can stay healthy, he's a cheat code. I do say they're the best team in the NFC. It goes through them. I will say that. And you're right, Corey. If Williams and Debo are healthy, then yeah, because he's a cheat code. They have the pieces, Maceo. They have the pieces going through them.
All of them.
And it's like if they keep the foot on the gas, but I'm going to say this. In 2017, I was sitting in a bar. And we was up 28-3. And all we asked the coach to do, the offensive coach do, is keep the foot on the gas. Just keep playing football, Maceo. I think the only thing that stopped this team is the guy that Michael Stevens just brought up, Kyle Shanahan. That's the guy. I think he could be the one that slows this team down. Because he's been in situations I question again his coaching. He's a great. He got the paper. You know, he calls great offensive, Maceo. He got him a good, strong defense. Sometimes, Maceo, you remember how you just said sometimes they too smart. What do you say? They too smart. They dumb.
They're so smart. They dumb. Yeah,
they so smart. I think that the limiting factor of this team could be Kyle Shanahan. Now, if he coaches, right, I think I just saw what they beat. They played. No, they went on. People don't realize. It was a wet game in Philly.
You would have thought it was 80 degrees and sunny. The way they call it plays.
This team is from San Francisco. Came to the East Coast in the rain, a night game, and beat the tar slap out of the number 1 team that went to the Super Bowl last year.
Big facts. And
it wasn't even close.
Big facts.
This was like, no, this team is just not. This is like 2 different teams out here. They would be. It wasn't even close.
Whatever we want to do, we doing it.
They did it.
Yeah, like Debo said, Debo doubled down. Debo all summer talked about in the microphone. He say they secondary trash, they trash, and when we see them again, we're gonna slap them. Debo show up with the black Air Force Ones and warm up. Debo put up 3 tuds on these folks. So now, if you were looking for a statement game, they made the statement, dog. If
you look at the paperwork, mate, so everything would have told you San Francisco gonna get ran this game because there's not warm weather,
right?
It's wet. You going to Philly, you know how bad the Philly crowd is, and they went there and slapped them from 4 quarters. Philly started off a little good.
Yeah,
that was it. That was
and
the
I'm
rest of the game.
Jalen Hurts is not healthy.
No, he hurt.
He is not healthy, and they keep running him out there. They got to start thinking about him down the stretch. But I mean, who am I?
Yeah. I'm going back to college football. I like going back and forth between the footballs, man. I want to ask you this. 11, I think the number was 1,100. I might be wrong as far like somebody just said 90 quarterbacks.
It's up to
30. So many people.
It's up to 3,100 now.
31 people have hit the transfer portal.
3,100.
Yeah. 3,100 has hit the transfer portal. Some local guys that I can think of. I know LT Overton, Milton's son, is in the portal from Texas A&M. A lot of Texas A&M are leaving because Jimbo's gone.
Yeah.
What is going on? I mean, it is what it is. It's free agency. Everybody's hitting it. But another thing about college coaches, you got to be able to handle this movement. Even in Kennesaw State, who we cover at Georgia State, there are 10 people to hit the portal.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts about this, Medell. 3,100.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about all this?
It's just crazy because it's now news when kids are announcing that they're staying. That's how crazy this is. Like, hey, that's crazy. I'm gonna stay. Coaches have to shout out to my dog Tim Walton. He's the DB coach at Ohio State. Tim, Ryan Day, and a few of the different coaches, they've been on private jets every day this week. They flying city to city to make sure the high school recruits that they have that are committed are going to sign on signing day next week. We're at a point where kids are just looking for the better deal.
Yeah,
these kids we've made recruiting. These kids love the attention of being recruited, so they feel like if they have something to offer, let me jump in the portal. Let's see what's out there. A lot of kids need to be careful. Now, if you're an elite quarterback, if you're a quarterback who's played a lot of football, you're going to be in high demand. And when coaches are saying that, hey, it costs this much money to bring in an experienced portal quarterback, they're not lying. My little cousin MJ Morris is leaving NC State.
NC State, yeah.
We've been on the phone with different schools. Like, we've made our decision. We're gonna let everybody know our decision probably tomorrow.
Yeah,
but it's real.
Yeah,
because these college coaches, their window to have these $5, $6, $7 million jobs is shrinking.
Yeah,
everybody not Kirby. Everybody not Nick.
Yeah,
everybody not Dabo.
Yeah,
so you're looking at a situation now. If I don't win within 4 to 5 years, now it's certain schools that, like Mark Stoops at Kentucky.
Yeah,
if Stoops just win 8 games a year,
he Gucci.
He good for life.
He good.
But you take a place like Texas A&M, because they have so much money and they gave Jimbo the type contract they gave him, and they also paid his buyout to get out. That's telling you the crazy money that's going on. And if you're not competing and winning, you and I talked about Lincoln Riley.
Yeah,
Lincoln Riley has the task of he got to replace Caleb Williams fast.
Yeah,
and it has to be a guy who can walk in right now and make sure the offense can still score 45 points a game.
Yep.
I don't know if that kid out there. We don't know.
And another thing that has made this portal, a lot of these top kids that were being recruited earlier have had to wait more games than they thought they would because they had so many COVID 5th and 6th year players.
Yeah.
Think about you got to go out there and you seeing kids in their 6th year playing quarterback. And I was like, I was the quarterback and I got to wait. Think about it in Georgia.
Yeah.
The kid that was right behind Carson Beck.
Yeah.
He's transferring. He's in the portal.
He had to leave.
Because he had to wait because even though Georgia got 2 national championships, Stetson Bennett was there 2 more years.
Dude, Stetson, and people gotta remember, when Beck hit campus, Beck was supposed to be right after Fromm.
But right after.
But you just couldn't put a premium on what Stetson Bennett brought to the program. So Beck had to wait 2 years.
And he's still probably gonna play another year or 2.
He gonna play another year. So that's why Vandegrift was like, no, I can't sit 3 years on this bench.
I gotta play.
I gotta go play because I gotta find out if I'm good enough to go to the NFL and if I'm good enough to make NFL money. So he got to leave. With Raiola coming in January, Gunnar Stockton, he gonna have to make a decision next year. He might have to leave, but that's what we've done with the transfer portal now.
Yeah, because
we've done.
And like I said, man, so kids are sitting there like I look at it. I'm talking about LT Overton. You know, now we know his dad. His dad is the athletic director of Kennesaw State Milton.
Right.
He basically had to sit behind for 2 years. He was a 5-star coming out of Milton, Georgia, Milton High School.
Yeah.
He had to wait. And they probably were like, hey, we hope to be able to play you next. He's like, oh, bro, there's schools that want me. I can get up out of here and go to bigger schools and more powerful schools. And Texas, like you say, Texas A&M went down with the Jimbo stuff. I can leave. I just think you're going to see more kids looking, and they got to fix this because you recruiting all these players. You almost got to commit to them early and not commit to the older players. And the older players are like, look, man, I'm trying to make that one last bag before if I got 1 or 2 more years left, I'm trying to get that one last bag or that one last film, so I can get some playing time.
And to that point, Blaze, as a coach, as a staff, you got to re-recruit your players.
Yeah, every year.
You already got on the team. You got to be like, hey, you good?
Yeah.
You good? You ain't thinking about going nowhere. But you can't be mad if a kid leaves because, again, you're always thinking when you have these meetings with these kids. And see, this is the thing a lot of people don't understand, too. A lot of kids are forced in the portal because coaching staff like, we moving on from you.
Yeah,
we got jump in the portal. I mean, we saw with Dion. Dion, he wouldn't told him, kid, hey, go jump in the portal.
I'm bringing luggage. I'm bringing Louis luggage.
I'm bringing my luggage, and it's Louis.
Yeah,
I don't know if all of it was Louis, but
some of it was Samsonite. We understand. Some of it was Samsonite.
Some of it was from Walmart. But
and some of it was you know how you go to the swap meet, get that Louis. Some of it was some of that swap meet Louis. So
you know, it's just one of these things where you got to recruit your own kids, but you as kids. So I'm advising high school parents this right now because it's so many. Because the transfer portal is killing high school recruiting.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm telling high school kids what you may have to do if it's a if it's a FCS school, if it's a Division II school, if it's a school that's recruiting you and going to offer you a scholarship, go to that school and develop. And then maybe in 2 years, you can jump in the portal.
Yeah.
A lot of smaller, I'm not going to say the name of school. I talked to a couple different coaches today, and that's the thing they're selling to kids. Hey, come here, develop, get you some film, and then jump in the portal. You can get to where you're going, but start out here.
Yeah.
Develop, because the thing about it, if you're not playing, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. So
like
we've we asked for this because so many people complained about, man, the coach can leave, the kids should better leave too. So they say, okay, y'all. That's why I tell y'all all the time, you got to be careful what you ask for, because people don't really understand how this stuff really works and all of the moving pieces that have to be done to, you know, and because Lisa asked you like, well, what happens if a kid jumps in the portal and, you know, he don't get nowhere? Yeah. I mean, he better hope he got a relationship with the school.
Yeah.
That he make him go back. But a lot of times, once a kid get in the portal and they done feel his scholarship, he's stuck.
Because once you do that commitment, I got to fill that spot. I gotta. You
I
said you.
gotta feel
I
that
can't
spot.
wait to hope you come back. I can't wait. This ain't a. That's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up with Lisa. This ain't a coach. Let me just feel what's going
Yeah,
on.
let me test the waters. Let me see what's out there.
Yeah. I'm just ain't no testing the water. Once you jump in the deep end, I gotta feel that spot, and ain't no thinking about it. I gotta go look and see who out there.
Yeah,
and that's
so,
what I gotta do.
And Glaze, so many kids have to be kids and parents. I'm gonna say parents as well, but mostly parents. You have to understand your value. You have to understand what you're worth. Y'all got to stop thinking that, see, everybody, uncles, dads, everybody got to stop thinking about the bag. Everybody got to stop thinking that they're finna get rich right here. Because the reality of this, if you're not a big time quarterback, if you're not a big time receiver, if you're not marketable, no, no, you're gonna get $5,000, you're gonna get $7,000, now that's still a lot of money
to me.
But for you thinking that you're gonna be one of these kids who's gonna get 200 grand, $1 million, it's just like it's only like maybe 10 of those kids that are actually getting that kind of money. So people are, they got the priorities wrong, and we got too many uncles and we got too many money hungry parents. Because if it's meant for you to go to the league,
you're gonna get found.
You going to the league. You know what I'm saying? So do you want to sacrifice? Do you want the riches today, fast money? Or do you want in 4 years build draft picks, sign you a 4-5 year deal? Do you want it that way? Because I can promise you now, if somebody give a lot of these folks $70,000, y'all gonna blow the $70,000 because y'all can go buy $80,000 truck.
When that kid leaves school, he ain't gonna have none of that 70,000. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure you bring up a good point. Corey's bringing up a good point. I would tell parents: 1, does he have a full ride? Yeah. 2, does he have a chance to play? Yeah. 3rd, after that is, can you get what does he gonna go to school and get his? After that, you got those 3 things locked. Everything you make at that point should be you doing your thing and getting your ride, because you can make money afterwards. But if you ain't got those 3 things locked, the full ride, you're gonna get a chance to play, and you get it's gonna be tough for you, man, because you're gonna be transferring to every school, and that thing, you're gonna be outside in California playing at a team that you ain't never heard of because you couldn't stay and focus on the thing that you needed to do. And that's why you say, out of the 100 kids, 5 to 8 will probably be the money makers.
Yeah.
The other 95 got to play football somewhere. So quit trying to tell them, hey, man, you're going to get rich when you go to school. If you're coaching a kid or telling a kid who's 18, you're going to college to get the bag, when you know there was nobody telling them they're going to get the bag, come on, man. You got to slow down. You ranked
I hate that we've brought it to that, because Glade, I mean, you hear it all the time. Whenever we're somewhere, that's the bag. Ain't nobody said nothing about Dean's List, honor roll, president's list. Ain't nobody said that. Nobody.
CBS used to put a 5-second clip of the academic All-Americans on every football game.
Right.
They would say, oh, these 2 guys are academic All-Americans. All right, back to what we were talking about, though.
Right.
The football game. This is what we worried about, man. It's making it bad for kids in high school who ain't really putting that work in, because they think that you hear people saying, man, you can go to school and make that money. Oh, this thing is not for everybody.
Like, no,
that's why out of 3,100, probably maybe 500 to 600 are really being sought after to come to their school.
Yeah, because I promise you, once signing day hits next week, and then the signing day in February, you're gonna look in the portal. It's still gonna be like 2,800 kids who don't have a home.
2,000 or 3,000 kids still out there,
and a lot of those kids gonna have to go to. They got to go to Atlanta Metro. They got to go take some classes because they got to stay eligible. Then now they got to work out. But now you're a semester without a football program, so you're not training, you're not eating, you're not doing none of the things that you need to do to get you football ready. And now you're on the outside looking in, because, like, really, if you're not on campus in 6 months, they kind of forgot about you, because now They've moved on
to
this next group. And I saw what somebody talked about. This is what was crazy. We laugh at like the money.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue to say this. It's no reason for a college athlete to have $1 million. It's just no reason. Because I can remember when Gwen, I came home on the weekend to watch clothes, and if Gwen gave me $50, I thought I was rich. And then don't let one of my aunts call me and be like, I'm on the way home. I'm gonna come pick you up. I'm gonna get you something from the mall. No, I'm good. So again, when Jalen Miro got a $3,700 Gucci bag, and these guys spend, because what are they spending the money on?
Yeah.
Jewelry, shoes, clothes. They not put like. Do you really think a lot of these kids are putting the money up?
And dog, let's be real about it. Some of these kids giving it, the families are making money off of. If they making $1 million, and we ain't gonna get into the tax stuff, but if they bringing home that
Coach Cannon say
500.
Coach Cannon say this is the next wave of rappers, the athletes.
It is. Oh, and I hate to say that, man, but a lot of parents are living good off of these 3 or 4 years, man. I look at Spencer Rattler, dog, and I look at him, I was like, dog, he was so much into the big bag when he first got there. Everybody wanted him. He was getting thrown money. I think he forgot about the thing that he needed to do was play football and get
you gotta play.
He was so much about the bag, and everybody like Spencer Rattler's gonna get paid. He forgot what he was really there for, and that was to play football. He didn't get better at all. He just had a college. He was the top quarterback coming out of college. He got to college and lost his mind. He's like, oh, I'm supposed to keep playing? I thought I secured the bag.
Yeah, I thought I was here already. But it's funny. If you go look at a lot of these kids' Instagrams,
oh my God, dog.
I mean, they driving Porsches, they driving Bentleys. I mean, like, dog, add a freaking Honda Prelude. What
you don't want to see all so much?
What am I gonna tell you, dog? You got $2 million. What I'm gonna tell you?
And I know, Mason, I hate to say this, if you ain't hungry going to the NFL, that kid that didn't have that $500,000 in college, they're gonna eat you up and gonna take that position from you. They're gonna be on that 53 and you not. Because you don't have that hunger. You've already been fed in college. Where's the hunger for the NFL? You're gonna be mad. They be like, dang, dog, he was the dude in college. Remember, he was driving them Porsches and Louis luggage. Jaden Milroe, what are he gonna do next? He ain't got no. He say 37,000. All right, this might be his best thing because he's gonna go to the pro. What is he gonna do? And that's what I'm looking at, man. What are they gonna do when it's time to be out there and they trying to cut that roster to 53? And you looking like, oh, I thought I was in college. I was the man.
Oh, matter of fact, I meant to do this last week. I'm gonna put this out there for y'all today. I meant to do it last week for your Glaze, because, like I say, Travis Hunter got a whole crib. He did an episode of basically MTV Cribs at his house out in Colorado.
Yeah.
But again, these guys like, dog, and he must be a good self-motivated kid. Cause I'm telling you, if I was living like that in college, it's gonna be someday I just ain't going to practice. I'm just gonna keep it real.
But he's hungry
going to practice today. And what you gonna say if I don't go to practice?
Yeah.
If Travis Hunter don't go to practice,
yeah.
What Deion? What really Deion?
He ain't gonna say nothing.
What he gonna say?
He can't play. And I love, because you know what Travis would drive Travis? Even though he get the money, Mayshaw, this cat want to be great. You can tell he got a hunger for greatness. A lot of these kids ain't got a hunger for greatness. They just got a hunger. My checking account is big. I want to be able to go to the club with a chain on and some fresh shoes. I want to buy the $500 shoe that I don't even know the name of them is and do that. But it's there. Everybody don't want to be great. Everybody just want to get paid. And that's a difference in mentalities for a lot of these kids. What are you trying to attain? You trying to be great, or you trying to just make a check? And if you're just trying to make a check, guess what? I look at your boy in L.A. playing safety now.
Oh, yeah.
From what's his name?
Kobe, my nephew.
Kobe. He took a Power 5 spot because he was hungry.
Yeah.
He put it was a lot of kids that probably made more than him, got more shine than
He ain't
him.
gonna let it go.
And he went to LA and took a spot.
And
because he was hungry.
And ain't gonna let it go.
I look at a lot of these kids, I say, they ain't hungry, man. They can't just want to make a check. They ain't really trying to play. Coaches don't know how to talk to them no more. Look, man, you can come and win. And oh, yeah, by the way, I want to say this as well. For all y'all watching these bowl games, ain't none of your top players going to play in these bowl games. A lot of them are in the transfer portal, and a lot of them are not going to play trying to get ready for the league. So if you look at Georgia, you be like, man, I ain't seen none of these players before. Brock ain't going to be there. McConkey ain't going to be there. A lot of these, it's going to be a lot of young cats that you ain't never heard of, or you heard of them, but you ain't think they were ready to play. Gonna play.
I keep telling everybody, Glade, these bowl games are glorified spring practice. This is a glorified spring game.
So when everybody say, "Oh, they beat the SEC," they ain't beat the SEC team. That was that team that just out there was just Kirby trying to get some players, some reps for next year.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna be nobody playing in these bowl games.
Let me evaluate.
They ain't in the playoffs.
Let me evaluate these guys.
Yeah, if these guys ain't in the playoffs, hey man, half the players they already. I'm about to get ready. I'm about to go get with a trainer.
Yeah,
and get ready. I'm not playing this game.
Go to Arizona. I tell people this all the time. Just Instagram one of your favorite college players. Just go look at the Instagram and look at the stuff that they accumulate.
Yeah,
I say it's a video out there. Caleb Williams hanging out with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
How do Chris Rock know Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams probably don't even know Chris Rock. He probably like, who is this dude?
And look at the commercial, make sure who's in more commercial, college quarterbacks or professional quarterbacks. The college kids are in more. Caleb Williams in every other commercial. He in the Dr. Pepper commercial. He in the Heisman House commercial. He in every commercial now.
You got Dion, his kids. They got Google commercials.
They got Google commercials.
Yeah, dude. I mean, but it's only like we just said. It's only a handful of these kids that are getting it like that. Like I said, now it's some kids who making, like I say, 35, 40 grand, 50 grand. And again, that's good money.
Think about that. 35, 40 grand, and you literally don't have to pay for anything. You got your housing for free. You go to school for free. If you want to, you get all your meals free on campus. You don't really you can just stack that 35 to the side. But
a lot of these young kids a lot of high school kids who are enrolling early, guess why they're enrolling early? So they start the NIL money.
They trying to get the check.
Their NIL money kicks in when all the kids that sign in December and they on campus in January.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, a lot of those kids are reporting they'll be at bowl practice.
Yeah.
Odom, the tight end at Carrollton, he will be at bowl practice. Aaron Nolan will be at bowl practice for Ohio State.
It's just a different thing now, man. Like I said, you say myself. So look, if you ain't never understood these players, you about to see some depth in these games. I'm looking at that other day, like they said, "Ooh, Georgia play Oregon." I'm like, this team ain't gonna look nothing like it would have been in a regular season. This is gonna be a whole different looking game.
Spring game. Y'all gonna be like, oh, that's okay, yeah, that's Buddy. Yeah, they say he they say he he a 5-star. Okay, let's see him work.
Hey Corey, I don't know if that's a rumor. I think that might be fact, but I don't want to be that dude to blast that out there like that.
What happened? Hold on, let me see what he said. What he say?
I can't confirm or deny, but I'm more confirming than denying. But that's what I'm hearing. I just hear stuff. I just hear rumors.
Hold on, let me
Corey, I just hear rumors. That's what I hear.
Let me see what Corey say.
Yeah. That's a rumor I heard too, Corey. That's all I'm saying. I heard that rumor too.
Right now, no.
Okay. All right.
And it's only because, be careful. It's only because he may decommit.
Oh,
because he's back taking trips again.
That's it. Okay, so Corey,
SEC championship game. He was at the Ohio State Michigan game.
Yeah,
he's not, because we got to think about this now. Lincoln Riley probably not going to be the coach when he gets.
A lot of things gonna change. And wherever he goes or they go, it's a lot of bags out there.
And he one of the few kids that are eating off the high school NIL.
He is one of the
he got national sponsors.
And Sports Illustrated was like a big thing as well. So
and wait till his HBO documentary drops. That's coming soon.
So yeah, Corey. So I can't confirm or deny. Boy, so we just saying, yeah, we just know what we heard as well. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's interesting you say that, man. But it's a big thing, man. It's a big industry now. College football, everything's. And one thing we would say about this, we'll talk about this, and we'll probably, once we get in the studio, we'll have a lot of coaches in here.
Yeah.
The way this game is going now, it's affecting every way down to the 6th grade, 5th and 6th. It's starting in elementary and middle school now.
Yeah.
They are competing harder than they were before.
Hey, man.
It's getting rougher now. It's starting in middle school. When you got a talented kid, they coming for them. Trust me. Because that's why a lot of people we know are making a lot of money on stuff that we know. So.
Speaking of making money, Nelly is on my TV screen. Nelly's still eating out here. When you got hits, bruh, and they timeless, you're always going to be able to perform, dog. Nelly is out here getting it in, y'all.
In Vegas?
Yeah. He performing before the game. Him and City Spud right now, they on stage. And Nelly NIL deal is real sweet too. Yeah, my NIL deal is sweet too, y'all. I get hoodies and socks, and so I love my NIL deal. So I mean, I ain't mad at NIL. I need me an Icebox NIL because I do want me a big old chain.
I feel weird wearing that. I do got a couple of companies I'm gonna come at though. I want some. I like stuff. I like good stuff. Anything else, man? Before we leave for the day, Maceo?
I think we Willie Cannon. Can somebody really flip Jeremiah Smith? Yes, coach. Somebody can flip him. And if y'all were paying attention today, y'all see who was hanging out with KJ Bolden today. Kirby Smart. And then
I would never put anybody by.
Yeah, and then CJ Hurd over at Woodward, he decommitted from Florida State, and him and KJ were kind of package deal quietly. So Coach, you know this, Coach. You know this better than anybody, Coach. Coach, you play.
Kenny, you know the deal, Coach. You know, Coach.
Hey.
You know, Coach.
Hey, man. Until these folks sign that national letter,
till February sign.
I say all things. I'll tell you. Remember when B-Mac was at our show and B-Mac was trying to find Jemias. Jemias went to high, and he was like, "Hey, I cannot jump back on 20 unless Jemias sign this national letter intent."
What happened the next day? It was like he came on what was it? What day was that? He came in the next day. We heard about it. He came on the show.
He finally found him. Finally found him.
And look, man, this might not be bad for Georgia not playing in this playoff. Now they get to get out in these streets for real. You about to see helicopters and private jets all over the country now.
Kirby's been on Instagram the last 3 days.
Oh, and you got to stress about the national championship? Oh,
hey,
okay.
Yeah,
I done get these players.
I done seen Kirby in so many selfies.
Woo.
He out here, and he has some selfies with some dogs.
And you better believe on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, we're gonna see a lot of Kirby in the Mercedes-Benz.
He gonna be there every day.
Not next week, the week after next. He gonna be in the Mercedes-Benz. Or was it next week?
Next week, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. He gonna be there every day.
You better believe Kirby gonna be in the Mercedes-Benz. He might just own a suite and just stay on it. He might not leave.
Kirby gonna stand on the field. Kirby gonna stand on the field.
Come on, man. He about to own the Mercedes-Benz for 3 days.
Grab a bag of popcorn, and he's standing in that corner over there, eat his popcorn.
He about to own Mercedes-Benz for 3 days. He gonna be in that corner recruiting all them young high school players. They gonna look at if you play in high school and you look and you see Kirby, and you know he gonna be jury down.
Is he here for me? I need
Kirby, who's he here for?
I need the ball.
Who, man? I know he gonna be at that Walton Milton game. He gonna definitely be at that one. He gonna be in that Walton Milton game.
No, him and B-Mac been in so many selfies the last few days, and B-Mac don't even like the camera. Yeah, they all in the video.
You and Wendy had to pull off the best thing ever to get him on the show. I was like, dang, you got B-Mac.
But like I always tell you, man, these folks owe me, man. I'm gonna get me.
And you know, right before the game, guess who was down on the field before Georgia Tech talking? Make sure he getting all the facts with B-Mac. So
and B-Mac. Thank you.
where do you keep all the gear at, man? Look at you, look behind you. Everything full, everything running over your little bed. Where you keep all this stuff at, man? Did you buy that extra work? I mean, we saw the room. Where you keep the rest
I'm
of the
almost
stuff?
finished.
Just shoot.
I'm gonna send you the pictures when I finish it. I'm almost finished with it. I'm almost finished with it. You're gonna be proud of me.
All right, man. We got to grow up, man. We got to get it going. But,
yeah.
Look, even Willie Cannon say he ain't got that. God dang.
Coach. Now we need to get on this Ohio State gear, Coach. Because that's what we need to be doing. We need to be calling Ryan Day and like, Coach, we need some of them red and white Air Max ones, and we need a bunch of Ohio State gear.
Yeah.
Coach, I did not get that FAMU helmet, Coach. I almost got out there. I almost got out of there with it, Coach, because they kind of forgot it too, and I was gonna let them forget it. I just set it over in the corner.
Just sit there.
I set it out the way, and they were walking out, and then the equipment dude with the dress, he was like, "Hey, what the helmet?" I still wasn't gonna say nothing. He went searching for it. He found it.
He found the helmet. Okay. Hey man, you can't. You just just put it in the corner and see what they look. If they don't,
and it's great. Howard will guard and all this stuff because they Jordan brand. So Coach, shout out to Coach. Coach had the off-white ones on today. I'm gonna post his off-white ones. So I just want to see what Jordan gonna do for Howard when they come next week.
Oh, they gotta be crispy. They gotta be crispy for the celebration bowl.
And then what LeBron gonna do for fam? Because
he gotta be crispy. They gonna be crispy. Man, fresh jerseys, fresh shoes, fresh helmets.
Yeah,
Erica for the celebration.
Erica Peak should have hid the fat head. We down there at the gate.
Which one? The AJ? Oh, we had one.
No, he's had the AJ Terrell fat head.
He had it.
Keep walking around holding it up. Put it down.
Put it down.
Some folks said,
"Put it down."
Hey, we need that. Man,
thank you, Coach. We appreciate you too, man.
He's a mess up a doggone. Yeah. Oh, Coach,
so he's trying to.
You already know.
He doing this, make sure he doing this with the fact
he just keep holding it up for everybody to see. You can tell he ain't never stole nothing. Glad you can tell he ain't never stole nothing. You can tell he ain't never stole nothing, man.
Peace, man. I understand, man. We good.
I almost if because it was so crazy because I put the helmet I put it in the tuck because I knew fam had to catch their plane. They had to get up out of there.
Oh, yeah. I know they got to go back home. So I understand the rule.
And I couldn't believe, but it was like, oh, the helmet.
He said the helmet. You like, can't take that.
I was smart though. How I saw my tennis shoes, they were like, oh, here's sneakerhead. Let's put up all this Jordan stuff.
They said they were like this.
Hey, before we can rep a prayer conference, all my questions were Jordan related. So is that hoodie? All the hoodies do they have the Jumpman logo on it? What kind of shoes do y'all have? Do y'all get a special deal?
Make sure. Hey, so
Glade, you know me, Glade. Oh, Glade. I'm working that angle.
You definitely serious about that.
I don't listen, y'all. I don't want nothing but gear. That's all I want.
I can tell y'all back here. When me and Mason go somewhere, I always be like, I just sit behind them because I don't know what we coming out with. We look like we don't know what we leaving with. We came in with one thing. I always bring your bag so you can leave with something because you're gonna make sure. And we ain't talking about ripping nobody off. This is just he done asked for a few things. He done hooked up a few things. The next thing you know, we walking out like, I ain't even had this bag before. Like, where you get that hat from? Well, we got gear all over the place. You all see that number of hats and all that I got, boy. I got stuff all over the place, man. Hey, man, we know the game is going on, so I want y'all to, well, you ain't really. Y'all
ain't finna watch that game. I'm finna watch TLC performing now.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to East Points, the greatest East Points.
Las Vegas. So it's the Pelicans versus the Lakers next.
Shout out to T-Ball. I had to repost the video. Chili reposted the video, so I had to take it off her page. Her doing push-ups on me doing push-ups while she was on my back because she wouldn't let me watch football that day. We were hanging out with Cricket Wireless. She just would not let me be great that day.
Was that in
the toy drive? We was out in Decatur.
We sure was.
And Chili Rosanda would not let me watch football game.
Yeah,
so
make sure guy had to do some push-ups. He did them too, man.
I did them with her on my back. It's crazy. Yeah. Hey, I need this game to be under. The under is 30. I need the under to be 30.
Shout out. Thank you, Corey. Hey, man, I got a lot of cats that I want to shout out to. Kareem Reed becoming 7A Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Did a phenomenal job at McEachin.
Start out rough, but
he caught up.
Coach Dixon down at Creekside. Shout out to Creekside.
Yeah.
The swamp, they call it big swamp stuff. That's what they saying.
Shout out to my former teammate, Sherrod Freeman, who went to Georgia Southern, played in Lincoln County. He was the Coach of the Year in regions with Bryan County down there in Statesboro. So shout out, man. Look, we got a lot of good guys out there coaching, man. I really want to. We're going to get back to getting where we get these people a platform where they can talk and have fun with us, man, because there's a lot of great guys we've met. I've met. Maceo has met through this, and there's a lot of good people out there coaching. We always hear about the bad coaching, but that's a lot of great guys out there coaching, man. And we want to definitely.
And, you know, with guys like Coach Cannon and just all the guys that they all family. And on this journey, you have to know people like these guys because they in it for the right reason. They're doing it truly for these kids. A lot of folks we meet
these kids
ain't doing it for the kids.
No, they're doing it for them.
But
a lot of these kids love their kids.
Guys that we rock with,
they
all in it for the right thing. And I admire them every day because I couldn't do it no more.
If you hear them crush, if they crush certified, they're good people.
Yeah. Johnny White, he was coach of the
year.
Johnny
White, absolutely. Hey, great job up there, man. Got to the Final Four. Did a great job with that team this year, man. Shout out to Johnny White, man. So a lot of guys, if you crush certified, you good too. Hey, we got teachers, man, because we want to see how teachers act with all this with today's athletes. That's a good thing to make sure. We need to talk about that.
I'm gonna call my mama. I'm gonna call that video. That video still. I gotta take that video off my Instagram because I'm averaging 100 likes a day on that video.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's good, man. It's good one,
man. Whatever. Everybody.
Hey, man. So we see you guys.
My Instagram won't let no video be longer than a minute.
I thought they did. I thought they had longer than that.
I tried to make a.
You got to make it a what they call them?
A reel.
Yeah, they let you do a reel.
The reel is only a minute.
Huh.
But I posted the Travis Hunter MTV crib. Well, it's not MTV crib, but Travis Hunter crib. Yeah, it's on my page. Y'all click on that, man, and get y'all a good laugh, man.
Yeah. Thank you all for supporting us. Hey, man, December's gonna be fun. About to see a lot of good things. Yeah. December's gonna be fun, man. Yep. Shout out to everybody out there. Hey, man, thank y'all for rocking with us, man.
Let's keep this under 30, baby. I need the under. I need 30. I need a 10 to 13 game. I need 13-10 game tonight. Help me out.
Dang, boy. All right.
Please, football gods, please. I beg of you.
All right, guys. That's his mission. He always got a bookie on the side, ready to go.
Gotta call my bookie.
The bookie. All right, y'all. We'll let y'all next week, guys.
Peace.